Dr. von der Leyen, you've been talking today about combating extremism both in this region and abroad. What are the headline actions that need to be taken?
Well, the headlines are, first of all, of course, we need to fight extremism with military means. For example, Daesh in Iraq and Syria and somewhere else. This is necessary, but this will not be enough. There's a second very important dimension, that's the social dimension. If we want to win the heart and the minds of young people tempted to join extremists, we have to give them hope, that is jobs, education and perspectives. And the third point is we have to be way more dominant in the internet, in cyberspace, tell our story, our narrative, and to dismantle the lies of extremists.
And how important is it that to do that, we in the West cooperate with Gulf states, because of course it was born out of here?
We have to cooperate with the Gulf states because terror and extremism affects us as much as them. But there are two different views on the world. The Muslim Arab world can tell his story about what Islam is, peaceful, tolerant, what is it and what is it not. And we have to tell our story, of course, that it is a brutal lie of the extremists that pretending non-Muslims country were fighting Muslim country. No, it's the contrary. It's those who want a peaceful world who are fighting extremism and terror.
Is there a danger that as Daesh, Islamic State, ISIS, whatever we want to call them, suffers defeat on the battlefield here, as it is at the moment, it will export that violence increasingly to the Western world?
This danger is already present and there. And we have suffered horrible terror attacks in Europe, and we have prevented even way more. So we should be very careful about that fact. But we also see that the capabilities of Daesh are being reduced. For example, the number of videos they're uploading is lower. So we see that constantly fighting Daesh on all levels, even also on the financial level, is the right way to approach the problem.
How important is it to engage with a domestic Islamic audience in Germany, in Britain, in France?
It is enormously important because they are part of our population. So we have to clarify that, first of all, we want them to participate in the public debate, but we also have tolerance for any kind of freedom of speech and freedom of religion. That means what is the law for us is also the law for them. So they have to be tolerant too, and we want to invite them to tell us how they could think about a bridge between us who want a peaceful and tolerant atmosphere and how we can work together to fight those who want the separation, who want the isolation of the Muslim population and who do not want to integrate.
Just finally, I know this is your second Manama dialogue. Do you find the mood more pessimistic than last year?
Yes, I think the mood is more pessimistic because last year it was just the wake of the Syrian talks. And if we look at Syria today, it hasn't turned to the better. But still, there is at least more awareness that the Gulf states, as well as us, we have to open up and we have to look at the common interests we have. Although we are very different, we share common interests, and there we have to work together.
Minister, thank you for your time.
Thank you.